Yeah, we're early. I know. Well, late, I guess. Because originally we said every day we're at 1 until I changed the show to Eastern Standard Time, which is not yet. But today I had a screening for Captain America Brave New World. No, I can't tell you anything about it. The embargo hasn't dropped yet. But I asked Roxy last night. I said, hey, listen, I might be a little late the show, but miraculously I was able to get to the screening, get back on the train, and get back almost by normal start time. I was in this studio by 1:15. You can believe that. I don't know how it happened, but it did. So we're going to be talking about Coleman Domingo on our good friend Josh Horowitz's podcast. Josh asked him, he said, hey, listen, tell me once and for all, what's going on with this Kang stuff? And he gave an answer. He said, there was no conversations about that. So contrary to popular belief, the internet does not know everything. Then there's other things going on, whether it's TV, movies, a lot of different news things going out there. But I want to do this today. We're going to discuss those topics. Roxy will tell us some TV, and then we're going to get right into the questions because we only got Roxy for about an hour and a half. So we'll get you your questions because it seems to be her versus Roca again. We'll see if she can dethrone him once again. It's going to be hard this week, but we'll see. All right, let's get to it, everybody. It is a live show here. It's myself. It is Roxy. It is the Kristian Harloff Show. Thanks again for joining us. Let's do it. Welcome back, one and all. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere podcasts are found. Make sure that you are commenting on Spotify if you're on Spotify because they allow you to do that now. Joining me on the show every Tuesday, although not next Tuesday, but this Tuesday is Roxy Stryer. Hello, Roxy.
Yeah. Well,
next week.
Next Tuesday, you're not here.
Wait.
And what?
I'm not. I can't hear you.
Why?
Let me see if the audience can hear you. Let me see if the audience can hear. Maybe the audience can hear you. And
you can't hear me at all.
I might be wrong. The audience might be able to hear you. Can you guys hear Roxy? Because I can hear her.
You can or you can't?
Okay, they can hear. They can hear you as long as because I'm on my OBS.
I can hear me. That's a big problem.
No. I can hear you. Clearly, I can hear you. But I
you said I can't hear you.
In my OBS, there's a stupid thing for volumes. It freaks me out when I see it. Like if you were in the OBS and this wasn't showing, then they wouldn't be able to hear you. But you're on StreamYard, so they can hear you. It's fine.
I don't know.
Don't worry about it. Okay. It's okay. Anyway, so we were able to make this happen. Are you as impressed with me as I am getting here as fast as I did?
No.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You stressed out and effed up my whole morning. Am I?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I had to go see the movie.
Right, but then we had then said, okay, close to 11. Then at 10:30, you were ready. So
I did say there was a possibility that I could get there earlier.
You just sit around and wait for you?
Yeah, I'm paying you for it.
You didn't say that.
What do you mean? I'm paying you for the show during that time.
I didn't know.
Oh, you didn't know that I was paying you?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I am. It's a.
You said you'll only be there for an hour, so I was like, okay,
I'm not going to just pay you for an hour. No, that's my fault, not your fault. So I got you for.
I didn't know.
You still got here by 1:30, so we're fine.
I did. I sprinted, but I am still. You made it. Like, please, internet, don't do with this what you're going to. I am still wet. Like, I literally jumped out of the shower. Literally, like, I just went like this, and my like arm is still have like water.
What did you just say? What did you just say? Wait a minute.
No.
Did you say what I think you said?
You better watch out because I've been lifting weights too.
Hell yeah.
You're really so screwed.
Uh-oh. I like being on your arm like that.
Oh my God.
Oh, okay. Bye-bye.
Yeah, you asked her on that one. Anyway, so I get to the theater today. I got there because the screening was
which theater? What part of New York were you in?
Oh, it's the best, Roxy. I want every single movie to screen at this theater. It is a 4-minute walk from Penn Station. It's right on 34th. It's the AMC on 34th, and it was a 4.5-minute walk so I got right off Penn Station, right from the train, got to the theater, had more than enough time to just chill and relax. And
I'm so happy for you.
I didn't have to stress for the subway. All that was great. So get out of the movie's only about 2 hours long. So then there's the other thing, because it was so close to Penn Station, got right on my train on the way back. And I was like, look at this. I actually got back by like 1:05 And I was like, I stopped. I got a slice of pizza. Which was great. And then made it back to the studio, set up, and here we are.
No, isn't it great that you stopped for lunch?
Yeah.
So
Hey,
it's so nice.
I'm just letting
Your
you know.
day was so good.
That's right. And so I was able to see that movie.
I'm seeing it tonight.
Good. You'll see it tonight. But you know what's the thing is?
Let the English see you do it.
No, not today. So for you, what time do you see it?
7:30.
You see it 7:30. The embargo lives
at 9.
At 9, which is crazy, which is 12 for me.
Yeah.
For social media. That's not for a review. I will tell you this. This is what I will say without saying anything.
What shall you say, sir?
I don't understand why they have an embargo so close to the release.
Yeah, so I didn't see this yet, so I can speak on this a little bit. For what Kristian's implying here, guys, is that usually embargoes and screenings are further away from a movie that you have a lot of confidence in. But this is pretty close.
Yeah, so. And I will just say I don't understand why the embargo lifts tomorrow for reviews. That's all I'll say. Anyway, but I did shoot my out of the theater reaction. It's locked and loaded, ready to go. The thumbnail's done. Everything's ready to go. So it'll be 12 p.m. East Coast, 12 a.m. East Coast time. That will be up. So for people asking, the editors, oh my God, the editors that cut the reactions for the same ones who do Real Rejects.
Use Prepper?
Yes. And they are phenomenal. And I'll tell you, in so many ways, they're phenomenal. But there's even more phenomenal because Sam wasn't able to get into the studio only once last week. So we were like, oh, I'm not going to be able to get a reaction up on Tuesday now. So we shot it last night for Ant-Man and the Wasp. And I wrote to them, just saying, there's no way you guys could get this done today. It's done. It's finished. I just have to. Yeah,
I'm on the phone with them until 4 a.m. every single night.
Oh,
6 nights a week.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are doing extensive kind of edits, right?
There's just so many. I mean, like,
right.
Yeah, so many. I feel you. They're amazing. I mean, it's like, they work their tuchuses off.
Yeah, they really do. So so for people who are asking about, who will probably ask 1,000 times in this stream, Ant-Man and the Wasp is going to be out probably around, I would say, 4 p.m. today, East Coast time. So about 1 o'clock.
Did Sam watch Lost?
I don't think she did. When I asked her, because of Evangeline Lilly, I asked her that question. She said, and I'm pretty sure she said no, she didn't watch it. But there's so many movies, Roxy, that I'm so excited to. So here's,
I'm pulling that up.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, guys at home. I'm at a massive disadvantage today.
Why?
Because you know how Roka always says he's at a disadvantage because he's on Monday.
Oh, because you're an hour and a half.
And everyone says that's not real. What is real is having a shorter show. That is real. So
it's true.
If you guys want, remember, if you want to try to push me over, then you want to try to do it early on, because if you wait until later, that's tough. It's just tough.
So Luke's gonna write me because I think we lost around 5 before it started, because I had to refresh the stream. So I think that you have 5 more than you currently do. I think it says 28. I think that you have around 33. Luke will tell me for sure.
There it is.
So you need to catch Roka, who stands at 175 right now.
Wow, that's a big number.
It's a big number.
Oh, I'm a little happy for him. Wait, I wrote something funny in the chat and none of you guys fucking acknowledged it.
What's that?
You guys all left me hanging, and I was like, I hate you guys.
Oh, that's not going to get you any more questions.
Really,
so
I really love everybody. It even felt weird coming out of my mouth.
I know,
but it was really rude.
That's
you
fair.
Know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, the wet thing?
What?
What are you talking about?
When you announced who the winner was this week.
Yes.
And I said, it's okay. I don't need love. I'm the only one who doesn't need love in my life because I have fans.
Oh, right. I got that. Was good.
Nobody responded.
Yeah, everyone responded. They went like this. But you just couldn't see it.
No one said anything.
Do you want to hear the list?
everyone felt bad for me, and nobody said anything.
Because you won. Do you want the list or no?
Yeah.
All right. So these are the movies that Sam has not watched that we're going to watch together. And you, being now the expert that you are, I want you to say which ones you think will do very well, and ones
you're going to do all of them.
We're going to do all of them, yeah. But
okay.
this is this year, not because we have to finish the MCU. But Inception, Dune 1 and 2, The Raid 1 and 2.
The Raid tends to do very well for people.
She's never seen it, never even heard of it. The Matrix, she's never seen The Matrix, which is amazing. That'll do well.
Remember, I hadn't either.
I know. Did you see them finally?
Only watched the first one for World Girls.
And did you love it?
Yeah, it was so great.
Spider-Man, all the Spider-Man movies, Spider-Verse movies, all the X-Men movies, Lord of the Rings, Mission Impossible movies, Pirates of the Caribbean, Heat, It, Chapter 1 and 2, Edge of Tomorrow, Dread, Man of Steel, Wonder Woman, The Suicide Squad, Interstellar, Inglourious Bastards, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, The Batman, the last two Apes movies, The Departed, and Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Yeah, those are all such great things to watch.
And she's never seen them. Yeah.
I think I've seen all of them. You'd have to do the list again, but really, really good ones.
Yeah, really Inception. Yeah, Inception. She's never seen Inception. So
I'd be very curious to see how Heat does. I didn't know that it still had such like diehard fan base.
Heat? Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'd be curious to see how that one does because I didn't know it had such a diehard fan base. And then for its 30th anniversary, I went to see Michael Mann speak.
Oh, okay.
At the in Westwood, that theater, and it was really cool, and it was jam-packed, crowded, and then I started hearing more and more heat for all of time.
Yeah.
Oh wow, people really still stayed with this one.
I just don't know. I can't predict anything anymore because if I would have told you that Warrior would have done like 10 or 15,000 views for us, because I just wanted to do that one because I thought she would enjoy it. Did over 100,000 views, and I was like, yeah, I don't understand it. And then there was other ones that felt like that the Transformers one would do. Did fine, did like 20. But either way,
sometimes when something has a smaller cult following, that's when it really fucking performs.
Yeah, so I'm curious. I mean, and I think also now because the algorithm is now picking up when Sam and I do reactions, and people are really digging what Sam is doing, and she's the most just authentic person in general, So like to have her doing more stuff, and someone wrote she never had a DVD player. Sam had kids young, and she's got early 20s. But she's like such a hands-on mom. She's like sends, and I love it. She sends me, her daughter's like a star athlete, basketball player, and she like sends me these videos, Long Island thing, like they covered her like just draining these threes, and she's at the games all the time. Sam is, she's with her other kids, and she's got a full-time job. So it's like it's not when it's your job, you see everything, She doesn't see things, and she hadn't been for the last however many years it is. She had never seen a single MCU movie. She didn't know. She didn't even know who Doctor Strange was. She had no clue who he was.
That's great.
Yeah. So anyway, that is what is coming up on our slate, and then we have this news yesterday. It's funny because as you were talking, Josh Horowitz just texted me. He was going. I missed him at the screening, but we were going back and forth. But he has, as he always does, just interviews everybody. And he interviewed Coleman Domingo, and he talked to him about both Kang and Norman Osborn. So let me read this here. And this is courtesy of Dark Horizons from Josh Horowitz's show. Oscar nominee Coleman Domingo spoke about the rumors that he was set to replace Jonathan Majors as Kang the Conqueror in the MCU. Domingo was on Josh Horowitz's show and indicated that it wasn't until after all the social media buzz suggested him for the role that he actually met with Marvel Studios. He said there had been conversations of me coming to Marvel in some way. So we did follow up with a sit-down meeting with the heads of Marvel. So I did do that, and we talked openly about the landscape of Marvel, or even the Kang rumors. Turns out Domingo doesn't have an interest in the role, namely because someone else played it beforehand, and if he was going to do something with them, he preferred to build a character with them. I feel I want the role to be mine, whatever that role is, whatever I develop. Something I didn't feel right to me. Oh, I would replace someone. No, I want to build something from the ground up. That's my own. I feel like that was never a conversation from my point of view. It was discussed. If it was discussed, I still don't know if it was discussed. I just know that I would want to build something up from the ground up, so there's still talks. Domingo is working for Marvel at present, voicing Norman Osborn in the animated Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man series. He says he's very open to bringing that role into live action. He said, Your Friendly Neighborhood is cool, but I do want to get the live action out too. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? I would love to tear that up on the big screen, but I'm having a good time. I love the animation. I love the idea of playing Norman, and you'll see his evolution as the Green Goblin in the coming seasons. New animated series takes place in an alternate timeline where a young Peter Parker is mentored by Osborn rather than Tony Stark. Though the story does take place on Earth 616, it is technically part. Oh, sorry. So though the story does not take place on 616, it is technically part of the MCU, which is more confusing. So, Roxy, what do you think about this as far as him, being as open and as honest as he is? Do you think that these conversations did happen? He just wasn't on the phone call, or what say you about the whole entire thing?
Well, why would he know?
That's true. Yeah.
So, honestly, like, this is fine news because it's a little bit no news, but
yeah.
I think that doesn't mean that it didn't take place. I just think, why would he know? Like, that's not his place. I do totally understand where he's coming from about wanting a role to be his own, though. That is, I think, something that a lot of actors feel, even if you're not replacing somebody, even if you're just taking on the mantle of a role that's already been played before. That it's the comparisons are, it's fair to compare at that point.
Yeah.
The same role, we compare all the Jokers. We even compare all the Stars Borns, like any role that's being reprised is going to be compared. So if you're taking over a role, of course there was people, when like Christopher Plummer gets recast Kevin Spacey,
right,
whatever, like there are going to be people who are like, oh, this is who would have been better. This is what is better. So I think that is tough.
Yeah. And it's a matter of, I think they probably ran into that problem though, for a bit after this happened. I think that they said, okay, let's meet. And I do think the conversations happened, and I agree with you. Why would he be involved in this? Probably his team. And he said, like, look, it's just not something that he's going to want to do. He's going to want to have his own role. He's going to want to do his own thing. They probably had conversations with other people, like, who do we think could take over for this role? And I do also think that they probably met a lot of resistance of going, I don't know, it just seems kind of like tough to pull that role off. And plus, why I'm what am I doing here? What am I walking into? Am I walking into a firing squad? It's like, here I go, and let's say I walk in and they don't like my performance better than his, then I got to hear it, like you said. Or they walk in and they go, oh, it was a good performance, but man, I think it was wrong what you did. You can't believe you replaced the guy. And it's like, you can't win on that one. So I think that's ultimately what happened. Marvel's like, we're going to have a problem here. We should just, figure out another way. What's Downey doing? And then they call, and then here's the Dr. Doom conversation. So
I hope it came up just like that. What's Downey up to?
Yeah, what's he doing? Is Downey around? Jumping the villain? What's he doing? Let's get the Russos. Get the Russos back
recently.
Right.
Give him a call. Fine.
Yeah. Let's get the Russos. And the Russos want Downey back. Fine. As long as we can do something, let's just do it.
Yeah. And like, obviously everybody's team has an obligation to report to them any offers, anything that's like a legitimate offer. But with conversations and stuff, I don't know. It just sometimes, and also not only why would he know, but why would he tell us? Like, I guess you're right. He is being honest here, but I don't feel like it's ours to know everything always. Like, if you're an actor or producer, writer, director, whatever, you have to be a little tight-lipped about some of the things that are going on.
Right. Yeah, I agreed. So I think that this is, I liked how honest he was about it. And I do think the other thing, I think you're going to see him in Marvel eventually. I think it seems like he really wants that.
It seems like he's circling. So usually you land somewhere. Is there something specific you'd want to see from him?
No, not necessarily, because even like Giancarlo Esposito, who I love, and when he pops up in Captain America, everyone's like, well, who do you want him to play? And it's just like, you guess, and I'm not going to say who he plays, but I think people know. But
on his IMDb.
Okay, so, but I think originally when he was cast, everyone was kind of guessing what it was, and I think that sometimes they don't even play well-known things. They make new roles or something, whatever it might be. So I don't know. It depends on what works best, and I just think that a lot of people right now, if I was an agent or somebody, I'd say, look, let's just hold out. Let's hold out and wait.
Kristian, I've thought about this so many times.
Yeah.
You would make such a fantastic agent.
Oh my God.
I really feel like, not that you missed your calling because clearly you have other callings, but like you would be such a good agent. Did you ever think about that?
No, and
I know I derailed us completely, but
no, I would be a terrible agent, and I would and now the business side of it, and
maybe a better manager than agent.
I was going to say, if anything, manager. I actually worked in
more out of manager because agents are more pricks and you're not.
I worked in a management company, and it was something that they were training me to do, and I didn't want to do it. But
you would be so fire at it.
And manager, I mean, I could have manager, yes, because you're working with, you understand there are a lot of people who were in performers. My first manager was this guy named Adam Side, and he was an actor and an entertainer, and he was very good at it because he knew the performers wise. He also knew how to they go back and forth with agents and things of that nature. Agency and cutting the deals and all that. Like my buddy Alex, who was essentially my agent, but like he's Ari Gold. I mean, he's Ari Gold, and he is built for it. I played one once, but that's about it.
Where?
On a spoof of Entourage called Pointerage, which was hilarious. Yeah, I have to show you it's actually really funny. My friend James Waugh, who now works at Lucasfilm, directed and created it, but I was essentially the rival to the Ari Gold character in that one, and it was there's some footage of it somewhere. Anyway,
I feel like this is in your future. I'm not even kidding you.
No way. Are you kidding me? I don't have the time or the energy or the mental capacity to do that.
More producing is probably in your future, but I don't know, like the way that you look at each person as an individual, and then like you're just a very good negotiator. Not that you and I have ever gotten into like negotiations, but I've just watched you go to bat for people, or like when you want something, and then when you just get on the phone with somebody, you explain things very clearly. I really feel like in a different life, you were either an agent or a manager. I don't know if I even believe in different lives, but you do believe in parallel universes. And one of the Kristians out there is absolutely like a powerhouse agent.
Agent, I don't know about agent. I mean, I don't know. Producing, we'll see.
I know.
Okay, that's fair. Well, that had nothing to do with the topic at hand. But what do you guys think?
Totally side railed you, completely bulldozed.
Yeah, that's fine. We do have. I'm going to do like 2 other stories, and we'll do TV. But before we do that, let me tell you about. We have really great sponsors this week, and I'll tell you about them. We'll come back. We'll do another. Daisy Ridley's talking Star Wars. We'll do that. We'll talk about it. Roxy's got to be excited. Euphoria's coming back. They're already doing season 3. Woo! So let me tell you about some sponsors first, and we'll be back in a second. NordVPN. If you guys didn't know about NordVPN, I'm gonna tell you now because you need them. You need a good VPN, and NordVPN is the one that I have been doing. Whether you're watching a sporting event, a TV show, movie. The ones that aren't available in your region, you switch to your virtual location to a country which is showing that event. You can protect your private data like bank details, passwords, online identity. NordVPN can switch your virtual location, allowing you to save money by purchasing flights, hotels, subscriptions from other countries at a cheaper price. It's the fastest VPN in the world. There's no buffering. There's no lagging while you're streaming. It is great. NordVPN, you can use an account and it can be used up to 10 devices. So if you want to get the best discount off of your NordVPN plan, you go to nordvpn.com/KH show, and our link will also give you 4 extra months on the 2-year plan. There's no risk with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. The link is in the podcast episode description box. So make sure you go and you check that out. I'm also going to tell you guys, as I've told you guys many times over, that if you're not doing this already after I've been telling you for months upon months, AG1, baby. AG1. And John, have you tried AG1 yet?
I got the order coming next week. This week coming up, brother.
I absolutely love AG1. And for those people who don't know AG1, I'm going to tell you now. AG1 is the best energy that you can have during the day. And I love AG1 because I want to get a nice like kick in my step when I'm waking up in the morning, you know? So for me, I like to put it in the cup that I have. I have this cup and I shake it up and just have really, really great energy throughout the day. I was never a big vitamins person. So, and taking separate vitamins all the time, and you just put it all in one cup and that's it. And especially now, and I'm one of the things that we're going to be moving the show soon, and I'm trying to get myself in better health, and I'm going to be doing that. And winter right now, you know, it's going to be hard just in general to get up in the morning or go outside for a morning walk or a run because of the cold. And for me, AG1 just gives me that energy, gets me out, and I'm ready. Plus, by the way, Valentine's Day is right around the corner. You want to commit to your health with your partner, with your significant other. And research has shown that having a partner can increase the likelihood of habit formation, or speaking to doing that and making sure that you guys are doing that maybe together. It works. So it is never too late to create a new healthy habit for 2025. So try AG1 for yourself. It is something that I've actually been able to stay consistent with, and that's why I've been partnering with AG1 for so long. And AG1 is now offering new subscribers a free $76 gift when you sign up. You'll get a welcome kit, a bottle of D3K2, and 5 free travel packs in your first box. So you got to go to drinkag1.com/big thing. That's right. Go to drinkag1.com/big thing and you get this offer. That's drinkag1.com/big thing to start your new year on a healthier note. And this is one that I have just recently discovered, and I'm so glad that I did. And I got to tell you guys about Stitch Fix. And now Stitch Fix, this is going to be talking about Valentine's Day, man. Shopping is horrible for me. It's terrible for me. The way that I have now found a great way to shop is through Stitch Fix. It's an online personal styling thing. I was like, yeah, send that my way. I hate shopping. I'm always sitting on when my wife and my kids are going to the mall. I'm the guy sitting on the bench outside checking my phone because I'm like, I don't know, I'll just order it online. I don't know who to talk to about this stuff. Stitch Fix, you get a stylist who understands your style and understands your size, the budget, and they do all the shopping for you. So great. Shopping and figuring out your style, it's overwhelming. When it comes to getting dressed, sometimes I don't even know where to start. But I love having this Stitch Fix stylist tell me all these new things. You're going to see a bunch of new looks coming my way. You just give the stylist the size, the budget preferences. You order boxes when you want it, how you want it. There's no subscription required. It's great. They just send me the pieces plus recommendations, styling tips. It's awesome. No stores, no crowds, no stress, just personalized looks that you're going to love. Stitch Fix makes it so easy. It is personal styling for everyone. You get started today at stitchfix.com/KHS. That's easy to remember. That's stitchfix.com/KHS. Yeah, John, I needed that, man. I'll tell you that. Yeah. I mean, a person well, thank you to both Stitch Fix. Listen, I know that you guys have been asking us how to support. I've seen so many people doing it. I just gave you 3 wonderful sponsors. 3 of them. Back to back to back. Right in the description. That's what you got to do. All right, Roxy, you want to hear the Stacey Ridley stuff?
Yeah, and then I want to ask you something else.
Sure, tell me now.
What do you think of Army Hammer?
What do I think about? There's one.
Did you see yesterday with the big articles that were coming out about him?
No.
He went on the Louis Theroux podcast and like clarified whether he was a cannibal or not.
Right.
He was like,
I think he's into weird shit. And I think
he basically said, like, I'm an absolute dick to women. That's not illegal, and I have no intention of actually eating somebody. Like, do you think that this man will work again?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Like in a big way?
In like studio system way? Maybe. It depends.
On
maybe.
What?
Who's producing, who's directing, who wants it, because all it takes is one person to say, okay, let's give him a shot. It's been long enough. And then he has just an incredible role, and everyone's like, all right, we forgive Army again. The town is very, very fickle. It's very forgiving when it makes money in general, because the bottom line is, the argument that can be made is, Well, he didn't really eat anybody. He was a dick. He was wrong. He's an asshole.
This is how he described it, Kristian. He said, people were sort of like my bags of dope with skin on them.
Right. He's a rich, entitled douche. He's a rich, entitled douche. And he's had everything go his way since he was, however long he was. But like, I don't know enough about all of the details in general, like to see, like, does he deserve not to work anymore?
What if he's like the biggest villain? Like, wouldn't that be kind of interesting to watch?
But that's the whole thing. You mean villain in movies?
Yeah.
If he's cast as a villain. Yeah. I mean,
I think
right.
Gone are the days where I find him to be an interesting romantic lead. Like, that's just not how I look at him anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think he could convince me.
Yeah. I just don't know. And so many people are writing it. It's like they say he has a kink. Doesn't mean that, he should be canceled. If that's really all it was, which we haven't seen any evidence other than that yet, then yeah, he shouldn't be shamed for being an asshole or kink shamed. He shouldn't. But then again, what else? What's the investigation? Where else did it go? What are the other people saying? Were people really were they assaulted? Were they? I don't know. Any of that stuff's come out, but I'm saying if it was, that's the kind of stuff you really got to look into. So I don't know.
Was he really going to eat somebody or not? Because
yeah, I can't take this anymore. I just can't take it.
Me?
No, not you.
What can't you take?
Nonsense, just nonsense. I just can't take nonsense. So
Magnolias?
No. Anyway,
okay, you put up a comment and you said I can't take this.
Not that. I don't even know why I put that up there. I hit it by accident. Anyway, so
what's happening with you right now, Kristian? What just happened?
What needs to happen is we got to get to this story. Then we got to do TV, and then we got to get.
You take anymore?
Nothing. Let's do TV. TV first. I mean, not TV. Daisy Ridley. Here's Daisy Ridley. Ridley excited about new Star Wars writer. The status of the Daisy Ridley-led Star Wars film currently in development has been given a brief update by the actress herself. Last report, the Bourne Ultimatum and Ocean 12 scribe George Nolfi came on board to pen the New Jedi screenplay, taking over from Peaky Blinders creator Stephen Knight. Charmaine Obaid-Chinoy is due to make her narrative feature debut with the film, while Ridley is reprising the role of Rey in a story to take place 15 years after the events of The Rise of Skywalker. Out promoting her action role, The Cleaner, she says she's very happy with the hiring of Nolfi. I have not read the latest script, but I know what's happening and I know the story. And I think what really feels good is that George is a phenomenal writer. I think we're making sure that this story is the best way. The script is the best way to tell the story. And I think it'll be worthwhile for everyone watching it. And I'm very excited. Ridley also spoke about the possibility of her joining the MCU at Marvel Studios. Look, I'm open to loads of stuff. I work with this amazing second AD called Matthew Sharp, and he texts me because he's doing Avengers, and he goes, if they call. So I was like, if they call, absolutely. Of course, I love Batman. I love the Penguin. I love so many fans. I'm a fan of so many sorts of films, so I'm open to everything. With Nolfi still writing the Star Wars project, there's no indication as to when the film might go into production, yet alone when it might release.
Maybe if they call about Avengers, don't say I love Batman, I love the Penguin.
Right. Well, she's just saying in general what she's.
I totally get it, but just she needs to up on her terminology or
true.
On her teams. Listen, I think this is the right answer when any actor's asked about doing a different franchise. Yeah, if they call, I definitely would take that call. But more importantly, I want to know your thoughts on the first part of this, Kristian. What's going on with her movie? Is this exciting? Is this real?
Which movie? The which one?
The Star Wars, the 15 years later.
Right. So, well, that's the thing. I think the movie's real? Yes. Do I think this movie will happen? Yes. Do I think that Charmaine Chinoy is going to direct it? No, I don't. I think that we will get an announcement of a new director within the next 6 months to a year, because what they bought themselves a lot of time, and rightfully so. And I think they did this right. Basically, what they're going to do now is you've got The Mandalorian and Grogu. So that's going to come out in 2026 in May, right? Then they're going to take it's either going to be another year before we get another movie, and it'll probably be James Mangold's movie, which will come out afterwards. Then after that, you're probably going to get Sean Levy's movie. So you've got time before you can get Daisy Ridley's movie out there. You can perfect it if you want to. You can get as much done as you can in that time.
It takes place 15 years after 2019, and it will come out 15 years after.
Probably close to it. So there you go.
Crazy.
Yeah. So I think that take your time on it. See, don't rush into it. Get the right team to do it. But I do think it'll happen eventually. And I think that by doing it as your third or fourth movie, is way smarter.
But is it weird for her then to take, like, do you think that before that movie comes out, she could really be in another major franchise movie?
Yes, I do. And I think that if I'm Marvel or DC and I'm hearing this interview, I'm calling her agents and getting her in. Like DC, I mean, James Gunn should definitely get her because, what Marvel, what are they going to put her in right now? X-Men? And
yeah,
maybe Fantastic Four, another Fantastic Four movie.
Why wouldn't they put her in as?
No, they might. They very well might. But with DC, you got so many different options right now because there's so many different things that you haven't done. And the question is she? And people will say no to this too. But would you consider her for Wonder Woman?
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't, right? I think it's probably something else for her to do than Wonder Woman.
I just don't picture her as an Amazonian, but I mean, it wouldn't be the worst casting in the world. She's very talented.
Yeah.
I don't know. The second you said X-Men, I'm like, huh. But also, like, it's not to say that there's not space in DC for her because, like you said, there's just so many things that we can still do. Like, I have no idea what James Gunn's plan is for Poison Ivy. Like we're doing this whole Gotham City Sirens thing before. What are we doing with it now? Like we just don't know. We don't know a lot of his plans for other characters.
That's true. I mean, I was just talking about this with a friend. It really is the stress that must be coming with Superman. It has to be astronomical. Right?
Yeah,
it has to be. It just has to be. Like, and not only from it's the success. It's riding on it, man. It is. It's if that movie doesn't do well, no one's going to care about your other projects because they're going to. This is the first thing you're launching. Now what are we going to get?
Yeah,
it's just the way it works.
Going back for a second, when you had mentioned about Wonder Woman, is that something? Is that a dream cast of yours? Or you were
no. I don't necessarily think she's right for Wonder Woman. I'm just curious that I think whether it's DC or Marvel, whatever it might be, she's a very good actress, and I like what she's done with her career is she's really dove into showcasing her acting with these smaller movies and other things so too, and so I'm curious to see it. And by the time she comes, what
do you think she's a household name?
Yeah, I think she is. I think enough to. I mean, household enough that if you say to people Daisy Ridley and they go, "Who's that?" Rey, Star Wars. Oh yeah, I know exactly who that is. Household enough where it's like
I don't think my grandmother or my sister would know who she was, and if I said Rey, I don't think they would know who she was.
Text your sister right now.
Yeah, let's see.
Text your sister and say, "Do you know who Daisy Ridley is?" And if she goes, "No, who's that?" just say Rey from Star Wars, and let's see if she knows. I think she will. What does the audience think? What does the audience think? Curious. Yeah.
You didn't respond to my most recent text.
I didn't.
No, she didn't. So, but that doesn't mean she won't respond to this.
Okay, well, let's see. All right, listen.
The most recent text to me was telling me that the iPhone just dropped a game-changing update for people who get motion sickness, which I puke in the car, and so does she. Okay. Where it does this thing where it puts these dots on your screen. Apparently, you don't get sick while looking at your phone. Is that real? I don't know.
Yeah, I only have 44 minutes with you left. You know,
that was an important 15-second interruption.
Let's do your TV because then we got to get to as many questions as we can. I'm letting the audience know that it's likely that I'm going to have to finish Roxy's questions today because she yells at me on the dot when she's got to leave. So I understand. I understand
on the dot.
Yeah. All right.
Have grandparents to take care of. Same thing.
Whatever. All right. Let's get to these shows that you chose today, and we got quite a few. Let's start with this. Well, actually, that's not true at all. We have 3. Here's the first one. Actually, 4, but here's this one.
Harley Quinn, the animated series. I could not be having more fun with this. I'm so glad I came back to this. You know that I just didn't watch last season. I don't know why. I don't know what I was up to. But it's not one of those things where you need to go back. You can just keep moving forward with this. And it is so fun. I forget that. And for those of you guys who know that I don't watch that many animated shows, I forget just how many more things you can do with animation. Like you can have so many more of your core characters. You can bring in so many more villains. You can go to so many different cities. You can have the craziest deaths. Like it's just so good. It's the best thing that DC is working on. So yeah, man, if you're not watching Harley Quinn the animated series and you're looking for a superhero show, this is it.
All right. Next one after that. Actually, we can talk about real quick. I know you wanted to talk about Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, I did want to talk about the Super Bowl just because it's the biggest event in TV of the year.
It's too bad.
I'm assuming that you watched it, unlike the award shows that I can never talk about.
I actually didn't watch it. I talked about it yesterday. I was on with AT&T for about an hour and a half when the game started. Because
on
my phone
Sunday, huh?
I could not make phone calls. I couldn't make phone calls just because of the stupid update. So the guy had to do all these different things. It wasn't intentional. I wanted to start watching the game.
Where was your fam?
They were watching. They were waiting for me, and then because my little one wanted to eat nachos, and she was bummed that I missed it. But then by the time I got to it, it was a blowout already, and I hate both the teams, and so I just watched the halftime show, and then I put on Severance.
What did you think of the halftime show?
It was good.
Are you a Kendrick fan?
Not necessarily. I'm not a Kendrick fan. I'm just but I thought it was it was a very well produced show. Yeah.
So I watched with the rejects for the first time. It was just me, John, and Greg. Greg was like, "Yeah, come for the game. We'll do a bunch of social stuff." I got there, Kristian, and I've never call me sexist, call me whatever you want. I've never experienced where I'm in a room with two men and I know significantly more about football.
Right. Yeah.
So I got there and they don't actually watch the game. I was like, "Where's the game?" They were like, "What do you mean?" And I was like, "You told me to come over for the Super Bowl." They were like, "Oh yeah, we're looking at Twitter updates." I was like, "Twitter updates of what?"
Right.
What are you saying about?
Right.
So I pull up the game on my phone because I'm not watch the Super Bowl. And Greg turns around and says to me, "What are you watching?" And I said, "What am I watching, Greg? I'm watching the fucking Super Bowl. What are you talking about?" What are you
Wow.
It was like the craziest.
That is crazy.
Then we had a lot of fun.
I wish that's the kind of stuff you need to record.
I did. I recorded it and I put it on our story because I was crying. I was laughing so hard. I was like, "What do you mean? What am I watching? What are you talking about? What am I?" He earnestly turned around to me and said, "What are you watching?" What? It's the Super Bowl. It's the fucking Super Bowl. So, I watched it on the small screen I've ever watched it on, which was my phone. But it was fun to do all the commercials, and I will say it was really cool to do the Dunkin' Donuts one. Donnie Wahlberg then followed us afterwards, which I was like losing my mind over.
Oh, really?
Because
that's cool.
I'm just like such a Boston girl in my soul. But the game was a stinker. I mean, it was not fun. It's like you. Right. I don't like these teams. I was rooting for the Eagles because I don't want Mahomes to step on Brady's toes.
I understand that. Yeah.
And also because I'm an East Coast girl, so I guess I have more allegiance to Philly than I do to Kansas. So, or to Kansas City. So it's like, listen, that's how I made my choice this year, which means that I really had no stake in the game at all, almost none. So to see a game that was a blowout was not fun. It was like,
that's why by the time I got back to the game, it was so far out of reach, and I just didn't care, and I just wanted both the teams to lose anyway.
Shout out to Ryan Nilsson, friend of the show, who is a diehard Eagles fan. I was very happy for him.
That's too bad.
Silly boy. But the halftime show I thought was awesome. Like I thought it was just what?
I love Ryan also. And he's in, but this is why I love being part of the chat too. He keeps writing about the birds and how go birds. I just put him in timeout because
you're loud.
I like doing that.
You're loud.
Yes.
Yeah. So the halftime show made it for me though. I just thought it was amazing. I thought that Kendrick's is such an unbelievable performer. He did such a great job. It was so cool to see Serena Williams and Samuel L. Jackson and like all the people. SZA, obviously, I love. So I thought he did an amazing job, and it was cool to talk to like my dad afterwards, who was like, that show was incredible.
Nice.
Talk to people who like are not Kendrick fans who thought it was incredible. But then I did talk to a lot of people who were like, I wish he played some more of his hits. And I understand that too. I didn't feel that way, but for a Super Bowl show, a lot of people want to know every word to every song, and a lot of people don't know every word to every Kendrick song. In fact, even diehard Kendrick fans don't know every word to every Kendrick song. So it was great for me, but I understand why some people were like meh on it.
All right, 2 more here, Rox, and we're going to try to get to as many questions as we can. What's this?
Okay, so y'all told me you got to watch Night Agent. You got to watch Night Agent, and I pay attention to what you guys tell me I need to watch. So I thought this was a new show, and I was like, okay, let me put on Night Agent. So I just hit Night Agent on Netflix. All of a sudden, I get to the end of season 1. So that was like 10 episodes or something. So it took me almost all week, and I was like, oh, good. I'm so excited to talk to them about it. And then it started playing season 2. And I was like, wait, I just watched the first I thought this was what was current. I didn't realize that season 2 had already dropped, and you guys were talking about season 2. So now I'm halfway through season 2 of Night Agent. I'm flying. This show is really entertaining, super unrealistic, but very entertaining. It's about this government agency basically called Night Agent, where they go in and rescue people. Top secret, whatever. The guy, put up the image again one more time, Kristian, if you're near there.
Yeah, I can't. There is.
Have you
from Shameless, right?
No.
No, it wasn't Shameless. Oh.
No, who was he in Shameless?
I don't know, he was wrong.
I mean, I watched Shameless. I don't think he was in Shameless.
All right,
I was going to ask you if you've ever seen this dude, which makes me think the answer to that is no. His name is Gabriel Basso. I guess he was in Super 8, Hillbilly Elegy, Juror Number 2. He's been in things that I haven't seen. This is the first time I've ever seen him. And I think that this kid is a effing star. Definitely some superhero show needs to snatch him up. He is a beast. This is like, he's like a James Bond style. I mean, he is awesome. We're going to be seeing way more of him, and that's the most exciting part of the show. He is so good. I went out to look at his Instagram because I was like, who is this dude that I've never seen before? He's 500,000 followers already, so maybe he's more famous than I realized. But definitely we're going to Marvel or DC or Star Wars.
Someone's going to pick him up.
Someone's going to pick him up for sure.
All right, last one here.
Obviously, there's not going to be a week where I don't talk about Severance. A lot of people said that they thought that this week's episode was boring. I could not have agreed less with that. Kristian, are you caught up?
No, I'm always like one behind. I'm like, I got this episode. This is they're put somewhere, and I got right the first like 5 minutes. I got to where they're put, and now I need to finish it.
I thought you meant the episodes were put somewhere. I was like,
no.
On Apple under Watch Now. Okay, so I won't give any spoilers, but this episode is a little lackluster for a reason that I can't name right now. But I thought it was really coolly shot. I loved watching the behind the scenes after that little 5-minute thing that they do and hearing how excited they were all to be on location, because think about what filming has been like for all of them.
Right.
And then think about what filming is like for this.
Sure. Yeah.
So that was kind of cool. If I could say what I was feeling, then I would explain why it was a little lackluster. But in general, I thought this episode was absolutely amazing. It just wasn't the surprise of all surprises for me. I'll say. I'm
gonna check it out. I'm gonna watch that. So Severance, Harry Potter, Harley Quinn, and then
Night Agent.
Night Agent, and then obviously the Super Bowl.
Night Agent is so fun.
Well, there you go. So that's everything. Thank you, Roxy, for the TV picks as always. We're going to get to the questions now. Before we do it, I'm going to just tell you about the last 2 sponsors on the show, and then we will get right into those comments. And you're doing really well. Oh, no, you can't. You can't tell me. You got to leave soon.
Okay, but
you got to go.
My sister doesn't know who Daisy Ridley is.
Did you write Ray?
No, I haven't done that part. Oh, she just said, I just Googled her. I still don't know her. I see a Star Wars credit and know the direction this is going.
Just say she's Ray from Star Wars, and then she probably doesn't. Have you ever seen Paul Giamatti in Batman, Roxy?
What?
Motherfucking Batman! There you go. All right, let's get to the the sponsors, and then we'll be right back here. Hey, Mando. Oh my gosh, you guys, I've been raving about Mando. You've been watching my reactions. You hear me talk about Mando. I love Mando. It keeps me smelling good. I don't want to smell like an animal, and I get more confidence walking around the place. And I know that if I'm sitting on a subway next to somebody, they're not going to be looking at me going, "What's that?" It's not me, because I got Mando. That's right. It's safe to use anywhere in your body. It doesn't matter if it's your pits, your balls, your thigh folds, your belly buttons. It doesn't matter. It's created by a doctor who saw firsthand how normal BO was being misdiagnosed and mistreated. It is clinically proven to block odor all day and control odor up to 72 hours. All products are baking soda free. It is clinically proven to control odor better than a shower with soap alone. That's the best. If you want to try America's #1 whole body deodorant formula right now, you can find them in Walmart, Target, other retailers across the country. Best deals, you go to shopmando.com. You control body odor anywhere with Shop Mando. You get 5% off your starter pack. That's over 40% off. You got to use that promo code, though, Kristian at shopmando.com. Please go and check it out. You're going to love Shop Mando. Now, the other thing, I've been, as I mentioned, my health is very important to me right now. And I want to eat better. I want to do that. And it's all about HelloFresh. I was so excited the other day when that box showed up, Sean. Oh,
yeah.
We were ready. We were cooking chicken. We were cooking burgers, a lot of stuff, really good stuff. And if you're tired of figuring out what's for dinner every time, what's for dinner, especially on the busy weekends, you get dinner done the easy way. And that's because of HelloFresh. It's easy to find time and eat well with 50 wholesome, hassle-free meals to choose from each week delivered to your door. HelloFresh's new ready-made meals go from the fridge to your fork, just 3 minutes. Awesome. So if you haven't already tried them, you really should, because it saves you so much time. You can save valuable time with fewer trips to the grocery store thanks to HelloFresh Market. Over 100 add-on items you can add to your weekly box, like breakfast, snacks, beverages. It's the best. Get up to 10 free meals and a high-free protein item for life at HelloFresh.com/Kristian10FM. 1 item per box with an active subscription. Free meals applied as discount on first box. New subscribers only. Varies by plan. So that's up to 10 free HelloFresh meals. You just got to go to HelloFresh.com/Kristian10FM. Hey, Mando, HelloFresh. Go and do it. Links in the description. Help yourself out. Help the show out while you're at it. All right, Roxy.
I said to her, she's Rey from Star Wars, and she said to me, here's where things get really fun. I have no idea who Rey is.
Perfect. Okay. So here's what we have. You have about a half an hour before you got to leave. And that being said, you need to catch Roka. And what did I say? 175?
Yeah.
You're at 115, Rox.
Did Luke tell you? Oh, okay. So Luke said we're at 115.
Yeah. So I see 108. So he just told me 115. So I have the ones that we missed up top, and I'm going to read those first. And we start with I am Jax 12, who says, Roxy, to be clear, you are the most certainly too pretty to have been told no. Good luck today.
That's a Bachelor reference. On The Bachelor, he told this girl, you're too pretty to have ever heard no. And then she sat on it for a week and then came back and was like really upset that he had said that.
For a week?
Yeah, she came back the next week and was like, I am not too pretty to have been told no. I've been told no so many times. And he was like, I am so sorry. And she was like, it's okay.
I can't do that show anymore. Mike Joyce, why is Roka hosting when you're on vacation and not Roxy? She's too busy with her takeover of Real Rejects? I kid. Yeah, Roxy's busy.
I was curious about this.
You're busy. You don't have time.
You didn't ask.
Because I never think you have time. Because anytime I ask you to...
If you thought I did, you would have asked me instead of Roka?
I would... Well, probably not. And I'll tell you why. Because...
I didn't think so.
No, because of recently, Roka has just... he's helped me and he stepped up. I wanted to give him the first shot. When I was out, when I was sick.
Recently, Roka has helped you?
Yeah.
That's what we're going with.
Yeah, you helped me too, but not in the same way, not with the hosting duties. That's what I mean. I'm not saying in general. I'm saying with hosting duties. When I was out and my family was sick, Roka took over. And you are busy. Very busy. And like I said, we have to end the show today at 3 o'clock.
Roka's been so helpful.
Who he has, and he can.
Roka's so much more.
He stayed on for an extra 20 minutes yesterday. How many extra minutes have you stayed on for?
I cannot.
That's my point. I know. I understand why you can't, but you can't. All right, listen to me. Next one. Thanks a lot, Mike. Just kidding. Crystal D.
Roka's an awesome host,
yes,
and better with the tech stuff than me.
You guys are going to be doing that.
I'm so
you guys are
excited.
going to be doing the show together on Monday, which is going to be great. And you're probably going to wind up getting like 300 questions.
I haven't done a show with Roka since.
I know. I'm bummed I'm not going to be on it. Crystal D. fan. Hope Captain America is good. Well, watch my out of the theater reaction tonight, Crystal. She follows it up by saying support for Roxy. Wow. Mladen Kulik, Roxy. Here's the first super chat from me. Follows that up. Roxy, TV show that you were heartbroken didn't have an ending.
Why aren't you putting them on the screen?
I can't put these ones up on the screen. These are the ones I can't put up on the screen.
TV show I'm heartbroken didn't have an ending.
Yes.
Oh my God, there's been so many over the years. Friends from College is the one that popped into mind most recently that I was so bummed went away. But there's so many other ones. What show was just canceled that I was like, what the hell?
Is that the one with Jeff Goldblum?
Oh man, no.
No, when he was like,
Jeff Goldblum, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, when he was like the Zeus or something. Yeah, on Netflix there was some show where he was like Zeus or something like that.
No, I didn't watch that. Jeff Goldblum and Zeus in a show on Netflix.
Something like that. Mladen follows it up and says, Roxy, are you watching Invisible season 3?
I think she means Invincible.
Yes, that's exactly what she said, and I didn't read it right.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I didn't watch any of it.
Roman Fedorak. Roxy, the record-setting 2-time champ. Wishing you nothing but the best. I just watched your reaction to the Millers versus Machines. I love that movie. I've never seen it. I loved your reaction. You and Kristian keep up the good work. Did you like the movie?
They just dropped that? That's interesting. Well, we filmed that so long ago. Their whole schedule, you know how you're right now, like film release. Like sometimes I'll watch something 6 months or a year ago and then it drops. Like they hold them.
I'm glad you told me that because so I shot that Team America one with Sadie and I haven't put it up yet. And I'm saving it for a little bit. I might drop it during vacation. I'm not sure, but I have that in the can. So
yeah,
it's good to know.
Yeah, they said like The Autopsy of Jane Doe is a horror movie I filmed with Greg that it's whenever it drops, I'll have to rewatch because I don't remember what happened.
Wow, that's hilarious. Go Pal. What's up, buddy? Running a little behind, but here's some support. Thank you, bud.
Thank you.
I hear Euphoria finally started filming. Yeah, Roxy, we didn't talk about that yet. So
so Euphoria season 3. I've been seeing so many funny memes and gifs on this. Like, what are they going to do? Just go to 11th grade and like pretend like no time passed? And everybody doesn't think they're going to do that, but I think that they might. I think they might just pretend no time has passed and just stay in high school, or not. I love this show, but I kind of was in the mind at some point, like maybe let it go. Like you guys are all.
Remember you saying that? Yeah.
Just because I'm like, it's been so long. I mean, it's been so long, and it's not long like Severance was long, where we knew that they were working on it, writing. This was like, this is a high school drama. So, but I will watch it. I'll be stoked to watch it, but I don't know what they're gonna do.
All right. Well, that's from. That was from GoPal. Mike Movie Madness, the last one that we didn't get to. Hey, Kristian and Roxy, curious how you guys deal with burnout. Finding the energy to do something creative is tough. Working a full-time, wondering how you will push through it. Thanks and show some class. I mean, for me, I think it's just a matter of repetition. And I will say that I think that it really has to do with being in a space where you love doing what you're doing, because I've said it when I started the channel and I stayed true to that. This to me is the most fun I've had doing this. And so, yeah, there are times like the other night on Friday night, I was supposed to shoot another video and I had the camera ready to go. And I was like, I'm just going to do it on Monday. I needed a break. I wanted to go be with the family. So sometimes, you got to take some me time. But what about you, Rox?
It's such a different, I don't know what your situation is. Not you, Kristian. Who asked the question?
That was from Mike Movie Madness.
Mike. But for me, I don't have the life that Kristian has where like I have many loves, I don't have kids or a spouse. So this is my whole world and I love it so much that I don't really experience burnout because there's nothing like to Burnout 2 or compare it to really. Like, it's not like I'm doing all of the things right now. It's just not a feeling that I feel often when it comes to career. I do feel burnout. I spend a lot of nights in the hospital because of my grandparents, and then I feel burnout for like life stuff. So I know when I have more on my plate, I'll feel more burnout. But as of now, it's really quick fixes for me. Like I like to touch the sand, go see the water.
Yeah.
Things like
Something
that.
we'll be doing soon.
Yeah.
All right,
Really?
Matt. Yeah, I'm going on vacation. Matt Arias.
Sure.
Thank you, Matt. Matt became a YouTube member. I always tell people when they join, when you become a member, you can watch the raw reactions, but go and look at the Capes and Cowls comic books. You want to see Roxy in animated form, myself, go and check it out. We're going to be doing a full video once it's completely done.
So
Derek
cool.
Johnson for the support. Thank you, Derek.
Oh, yeah, Derek Johnson.
Same. Samuel Reed becomes a YouTube member. Thank you, Sam. Same thing. Go and check out those Capes and Cowls comic books. So I tell everybody, Go Pal running a little behind. Oh, you did that one. Okay. So we did get some of these. All right. So these are some of the ones that Luke pulled that we still got. So that's good. That's good. Crystal joined, by the way. Thank you, Crystal.
Yes,
Mike,
Crystal.
we did that one. Okay. So we got quite a few of them. So we didn't miss too many. Crystal, DW fan, Roxy, love seeing your reaction to the Thunderbolts. Do you love it?
I love that trailer. I thought it was awesome. I think they did such a great job.
Yeah.
I got excited for the movie. You haven't seen the trailer?
No, I saw the first one. That's all I need to see.
Okay, yeah, this was my favorite. I think it was really good.
I think it's going to be the best reviewed Marvel movie of the year.
Cool.
I think more so than Fantastic Four and the other one. I think Fantastic Four will make more money, but this one will be the one loved the most. Crystal, again, the Thunderbolts trailer was great. It's the first MCU movie that I'm excited to watch. It seems like it has a lot of heart. I hope it's good. You and me both.
It did seem like it had a lot of heart. It was really, they did such a good job with the trailer.
Crystal's trying to push you over that edge again.
Crystal's my girl. I might watch Doctor Who just for Crystal.
Yeah. Shay Markel, do you have an eye out for The Gorge? It comes out Friday on Apple TV. It's a fun-looking little movie with Miles Teller and Anya Taylor-Joy. No, dude. I
have a couple friends who've already been, like, people who get screeners for things who've already been saying that this is a must-see. So I've been thinking about it for sure. But there's so much stuff that's coming out. Like, Cobra Kai season is dropped. The final season's dropping, which I hear is absolutely amazing. White Lotus is coming out.
A lot of shit.
We already have Severance right now. There's just so much on the horizon.
Crystal, hope you and the family are well, Roxy.
Thank you.
Follows it up. Yeah, she's coming in. She's definitely trying to push you over. Mike, I had a feeling something bad was going to happen to that character. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Don't spoil. I can't show that whole thing. I can't show that whole thing.
Show it, but close your eyes. I want to read what he said.
No, I don't want to spoil it for anybody else.
Everybody else close their eyes.
No. Mike, come on, you got to be better than that. Crystal DW fan, we hear you, rocks. There you go. A lot of great stuff here coming in so far. Again, I believe we're around 1:30. I'm going to get a final tally on that. But
we got 20 minutes.
You got about 20 minutes to see if you. And again, there's a lot of the stuff from Crystal. So hope Captain America movie is good. We did that one before. Yeah, so I guess a lot of these actually we did get that one. We got that one already. We already got that one.
Okay.
There's a lot of these that we already had gotten that came in before.
Not bad because I bitched about Mike outing me on air, and then you just told Mike to be better, and just want Mike to make sure that he knows that he's loved and appreciated here.
Oh, of course he is. I love Mike, but when it comes to spoilers, you gotta be better about that.
I think he did spoil anything, but I couldn't even read the comment.
Oh, 136 is what you're at right now. 136.
Very cool.
Pretty good. All right.
Go, Crystal. Go, Crystal.
Go. I know it's Crystal right now, and it's like I feel like the battle's also between Derek Johnson and Crystal on Mondays and Tuesdays.
But Derek Johnson showed support today.
He does. He comes in heavy on Mondays, but I think that because he knows Crystal's coming in heavy on Tuesdays. Mearsum, support for Roxy.
Hell yeah.
Okay. We talked about this the other day, but we can talk about it again. Critics' Choice Awards thoughts. I think that it is the only show that I was just on the phone with Scott Mance on the train. It is the only show that award show that I hold respect for, and that I think should be the premier show. It should. And it has nothing to do with me being in it. If I want people to see, if I was an actor or director, John M. Chu is the reason why he was nominated and won is because everybody saw that movie. Everybody from those critics, all the critics watched the movies.
My peers don't matter. The premiere show should be.
It should be the critics because they're the ones that see the movies. The freaking the actor who's like,
absolutely hear you.
Yeah, I
absolutely hear you, but you disagree with the critics 99% of the time anyway.
But I believe that's. But here's the thing. I'm not going to say that
the Academy actually watches the movie.
I don't think that they're. Yeah, I said this yesterday. I would much rather and think. How often do I agree with Bibiani when it comes to movies, Roxy?
I'm going to say never.
Right. I believe that Bibiani should be voting over directors and actors who've maybe seen 3 movies in the entire year.
I hear you, but it's also like about not just what the critics think; it's about what the people think. And I feel like your peers.
What people?
People.
Who? Some actor is making $20 million a picture voting. That's the person I have speaking for me. I'd rather the critic who's writing reviews in the back of his car to get his deadline out. That's the guy that I think or girl that you're going to relate to a little more than the highfalutin director and actor who's going to go get some sushi right afterwards.
It's not the only
that's how you stereotype kids.
You're thinking that the Academy are all $20 million movie.
Give me bad stereotypes. All right, Crystal, excited for the reaction. I felt sad for Sam on the last one. I cried watching her crying. Oh yeah, you wait to see. You saw the picture, Roxy, right?
No.
Sam? Oh, you didn't see it? Do I still have it? I might have deleted it. I deleted it. I don't know. I might have deleted it. I think I did. Yeah, she teared up. It was a bunch of different times. Yeah, it was great. All right, Crystal, throwing support in there, throwing some more support in there, more support in there.
Wait. What was the Doug one? You went by.
It wasn't a super chat. I hit it by accident.
Oh.
Brian McGovern, have any of your reaction teams seen movies from Zucker Abrams' team? They tend to get decent views for reaction channels, like Airplane and some of the spoof movies.
What? Like what?
Airplane. You ever see it?
No. What?
You never seen Airplane?
No.
Oh my God! Does Greg know that?
I don't know.
Did they do Airplane for Real Rejects?
They do things twice now.
Well, then they should do it with you, because if you've never seen Airplane, you should see Airplane. If I had lived in LA,
that's a spoof movie.
Yes, Liam. You never heard of Airplane?
No, I've seen this picture before.
Liam Neeson.
It's Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
No, you mean Leslie.
Leslie Nielsen.
Okay.
Leslie Nielsen.
I was going to say
Leslie. I knew it sounded so wrong when I said it. Liam Neeson is going to be in the Naked Gun remake, and that replacing Leslie Nielsen.
Kristian thought that Liam Neeson was an Airplane.
But I can explain why my brain went there. You should definitely say it. Crystal DW fan support.
What are other movies that are like that?
Spoof movies. You can get the whether it's, I don't know if they did Hot Shots, but Hot Shots.
Like I watched Spaceballs. Is that the kind of thing you're talking about?
Yes, like that's Mel Brooks, but yes, those kind of spoof movies. I'm trying to think of the movie. Scary Movie 3.
No, I never saw Naked Gun.
Oh my God, you got to see Naked Gun. My God, I bet you Greg makes you let him know that you haven't seen that, because they're doing a remake this year. So they're probably going to definitely do that. You should tell Greg. It's such a classic. And I wonder how you would deal with because OJ's in that. Let's see.
I'm live right now, and Kristian wants me to tell you that I have never seen Airplane or Naked Gun, which apparently has a second one coming out this year. I don't know which one of those has a second one. One of them does. Anyway, that's the message.
It's actually not accurate, but that's fine. It's not a second one. It's a remake, but that's fine. All right, Brian McGovern. We did that one already. Okay, we just did that one. And Nathan Drake supporting Roxy over Rocha this week, looking fantastic. Whoa, Roxy. Also, will you be watching Reacher season 3?
Yeah, for sure. I love Reacher.
Apparently, it's great. Rocha saw it already. Said it was amazing.
Oh, really? Yeah.
That's
great. Night Agent gives Reacher vibes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, check that out too. Ewok, Marion Cotillard commented on her death scene in The Dark Knight Rises and refreshingly took the blame for it, admitting that she totally screwed up. I saw that. She said she just landed the wrong way.
Oh,
yeah, it was. it's pretty bad. But I'm glad that she took ownership on it.
Why didn't they reshoot it?
They couldn't. I don't. It's not a matter of reshooting. Also, it's like, why did Nolan use that take?
Yeah, that's interesting.
That's the other thing. Why did he use that take? Ewok. White Lotus is always. Oh, White Lotus always begins with the reveal of an unidentified dead body and a clear survivor from the ensemble cast. Who from season 3 do you predict will be the dead body and who will be the survivor? Well, considering I've not seen any of that, I don't know what you're talking about.
I have no idea. I haven't even looked into who's in the cast from the last cast for this season. Ryan Nelson, were you in the Reacher post-production team?
We'll find out, but pay attention to that one. Come on.
I responded.
Oh. Tat Ronan, 9101. Cheers. Nothing but love for you both. Thank you so much. Crystal
Nothing
coming
but
in.
Love for you, baby.
Nathan Drake, can Gucci and Roxy host the show next week? No, because I'd like to have a show to return to.
Have you spoken to Gucci?
Yeah, I spoke to him, texted him not too long ago.
I haven't talked to him since I saw him on your show.
No, wow. That makes sense. He's kind of
not
like a
on
nomad.
purpose. No, him and I used to talk all the time. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm saying he's like a nomad.
Yeah, I know.
Luke S. If Dune Part 2 doesn't win Best Film, the Oscars are dead to me. Well, they're going to be dead to you because there's no chance it wins. And screw Mike. And it's
Do you
just
think Anora's going to win?
It's got a much better chance now.
Do you think it has a better chance than Wicked?
Yes.
Do you think it has a better chance than The Brutalist?
On par.
Ryan says he left SCN in COVID because he was working on season 1 of
Oh, that's cool. On Reacher. That's amazing. Nathan Drake. I predict the 3.2 schmoes from Kristian on Cap. All right, we'll see. 3.2 out of 5, he said. Yeah. Mirror Domains. Marion Cotillard finally. Wait, no, it's not. Oh. It's a different one, but the same subject matter. Mirror Domains. Marion Cotillard finally admits her death scene in Dark Knight Rises was botched. She chalked it up to nerves. Have you seen a worse death scene? That's usually the one that I bring up for one of the worst ones in a great movie. I can't
think of a bad one right now. How many times have I interrupted you in today's show? I'm on one today.
That's factual.
Yeah. I mean, I'm self-aware.
Yeah.
I'm just doing it anyway.
Sure. It's not like we have 12 minutes left. Mirjam's Serenity Moon. Roxy, do you know the series Sweet Magnolias? It's a wonderful show.
I don't watch it. I'm now so far behind so many seasons. I hear it's great.
RQM DSMD. Support for Roxy as always. Roxy, you're becoming like a real powerhouse in this game now. You started off and you were the one you hadn't won. Remember, you hadn't won forever, and now you're getting close to potentially beating Roka again here today.
Balls.
Crystal, what can't Kristian take? Nonsense, Crystal. I can't take nonsense. And then here's the other one.
Tell us what he had like a whole conversation with himself.
I know. What is it? You can't take. I can't take nonsense. That's what I can't take. If people want to, I always tell people.
Who was giving you nonsense?
Just comment. It's like if you come into the show and you give criticisms and you're talking, just having healthy criticisms and conversations, stick around, be part of it. You coming in to be a turd? There's so many other shows. The door is open to other shows. Get out. Just get out. I don't need you here, and you don't want to be here anyway. I don't know if I'm enjoying it anymore. Then leave. Then leave. I'm sorry. Bye-bye. Crystal DW fan support. Thank you. RQMDSMD support for Roxy.
Yes, RQMDSMD.
Brooklyn. Carolina Blue looks good on you, Roxy. Sup, Kristian?
Thank you.
What's going on? What's up, Brooklyn?
This is my Disney sweater.
I like that one.
I like it too.
Crystal, I don't know if we can get you another win, but we can try.
Oh, that's true. You know, do or do not. There is no try, but also shoot for the moon. If you miss, you land amongst the stars.
She's also, what Crystal's done is she's throwing in those, she's sticking by the rules here. And I like
Yeah, I know. You were like, you cannot do this thing.
Well, it was the reason why super stickers don't work is because it's like with the
I know.
Super
you
chat.
make like 2 cents off.
No, it's not just that. It's that you're allowed, because if she wants to, she can ask a question on every one of those if she wants. On super stickers, you can't. And the whole point is to have questions.
What is a super sticker? It's a legit
just support. It's just to throw support in, which is very kind. Gopal, any insight of what's going on with the Buffy reboot? All I heard is that Sarah Michelle Gellar announced she's part of it. I thought she said she's part. I thought she's not.
I heard that she said like it depends on what it is. It's got to be amazing for us to do it or something.
Yeah, I heard I don't know why I felt like she said she wasn't. Are you gonna look it up?
Yeah,
all right.
for sure.
Crystal, the first half of the game was so sad. Well, that's why
I know it was so tough to watch the first half, but then it was like it became more of a real game. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm now convinced Buffy will be the Vampire Slayer revival. Will be great after Sarah Michelle Gellar's update slayed my biggest fears. This is from Screen Rant. I'm trying to find the update. I'll let you know.
Okay, Crystal. Poor Greg was like, "Can we watch the game?" I don't think he was saying that. I think it was Roxy who wanted to watch the game.
Yeah, poor Greg said, "What are you watching?"
Yeah, it's hilarious. Mirjam, Roxy, much love from the Netherlands.
Thank you, Mirjam.
It's an Armin van Buren. I think Armin van Buren's from the Netherlands.
Do you like Armin van Buren?
Yeah, that's who
I've seen Armin van Buren
in concert.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. I listen to him
in college. That's the kind of music that
I listen to him like when I'm doing email, when I'm not recording stuff. That's what I'm listening to all day. Is his State of Trance.
I gotta say, I have nothing against Screen Rant because they're great, but I fucking hate when I can't find what I'm looking for in an article and it's so long, and you're just like, where is the thing that I'm looking for?
Yeah, I get it. Okay, I'm going to get an update from Luke in a second of the total number. Crystal, when are we getting a new Superman trailer? We thought at the Puppy Bowl, but that looked like that wasn't the case. So we're not sure when that's going to be happening. Probably in the next month.
It sounds like she is. A couple of days after the announcement, Gellar explained the long process of developing Buffy the Vampire sequel series and why she decided to return. Gellar said she met with Berman 3 years ago to talk about potential revival, and she later met with Zhao. Gellar admits to having been a bit adamant about a Buffy return, but with Zhao and later Nora and Lila Zuckerman, they landed on an idea that they're all excited about.
Okay. RQMD, SMD, support for Roxy. Seven's last episode was crazy.
I thought it was great too, but it also doesn't really deal with the previous episode. So I get both sides of what people are saying, but I love it. I just love the show. It doesn't miss for me.
Crystal says, "Who's Ray?" Still haven't watched Star Wars. That's fair.
You and my sister both.
And Sam. Sam hasn't seen him
yet. I want you to text Sam and ask her if she knows who Daisy Ridley is. Do you think she does?
No.
Okay, so
but she's never seen Star Wars. People who have seen Star Wars
would know who Emma Watson is.
Let's see. I don't know.
You don't know if she knows who Emma Watson is.
Ooh. The name Emma Watson? I don't know. Let me see. Hey, 2 questions for you. Just yes or no.
I wonder. I think my sister would.
I'll start with Daisy Ridley. Do you know who Daisy Ridley is? I'm gonna say she's gonna say no on Daisy Ridley.
Okay. What's your guess on Emma?
For Sam, I'm gonna say no. Sam's okay. All right. Let's see. She didn't write back yet. That was Luke. Okay. So there's a couple left here. We got a lot from Crystal coming in. She's really trying to push you over here.
Yeah.
Go, pal. If you do, I'll tell you what, you should have seen the look on the faces of Mike and Steph and Coy and Winston when I told them they had to catch you at 2:30 last week. They didn't know what to do.
Can, baby. Catch me if you can.
They didn't know what to do. Go, pal. The Jay and Silent Bob cameo in Duncan's was the only ad I remember from the Super Bowl. It looks like they did more online. Yeah, I saw those kind of keep popping up for sure.
That was so fun. It was so fun that they popped in.
Yeah. Okay, so she said Daisy Ridley, I need to see a picture. Okay.
So that's a no.
Let me see. And how about Emma Watson? Don't look at pictures. Okay. All right. Let's see. She's writing back. Let's see if she knows who Emma Watson is. She's only seen half of. She says she knows Emma Watson. Okay.
Okay. So that's. Yeah, I don't know why I make that distinction, but I guess I do.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. Yeah, the Jay and Silent Bob ones, they've been everywhere. Ryan, look at this. Oh, this. He texted me, this son of a bitch. Now he wants me to read it on air. This is what he texted me.
Now he wants me to read it on air. Now he's paying you
to read it on air. True, that's true. Super Bowl 57 was the bastard paying me to read your nonsense. Super Bowl 57 was the beginning of Rocky 3. False. The players who retired were Mick dying. False. This revenge win was the ending of Rocky 3. No. Have a great show. Thank you. Everything you said there was a lie and complete nonsense. Ian Davis. Thank you. Roxy, love the Real Rejects first time watching. How do you guys decide who's going to be on camera for these videos and how do you choose the movies? I think it's a spreadsheet, right?
We do once a month meetings now where we kind of pitch ourselves for things.
Okay. Oh my God, you're gonna love Sam's response.
What'd you say?
Because I wrote her, I said, "Oh, Roxy was right," and she goes, "That's my girl, Roxy. She's always right."
For sure, I adore her. Yeah, but we do spreadsheet. I mean, there's so many. I don't even know how many movies they do a month, but it's so fucking many. And
It's
there's
crazy.
half the ones that other people do, I'm devastated to not be on.
Yeah.
And some of the ones that I'm on, I don't want to be on, but I'm the one who hasn't seen it, and then I end up loving the movie.
I know. I need to. It's just my thing is that I've got to be on all of them right now. Like, Greg has the benefit of not being. He doesn't have to be on all of them. I have to be on all of them.
It's also not your bread and butter. It's not what you do. Like, that's their whole.
I know. My thing is, though, I want to add. My goal is to try to get to 5 a week. That's my goal. But right now we're at 2. Gopal. I love Uncle Sam Jackson, but they had Kendrick low in the mix, and he talked so quickly I didn't catch most of the words. And as an old and not a rap guy,
I think that's agree. Yeah. The mix was not good, Gopal. There was a big audio issue there. Yeah. It was not Kendrick's fault.
No, I agree. His mic was too low. Narcolepsy 27. Roxy rules. She does. Okay, Mike Joyce. That comment was vague, not enough, not spoiler. I'm trying to avoid everything that I can.
For what it's worth, Kristian. You didn't know for what it's worth. You're not hip.
No, I'm not. Mike Joyce. And I wasn't aware you weren't cut up when I said that's okay. That's okay. Stephanie Litz. Could Thunderbolts improve Black Widow retroactively? Yes. Definitely. You don't think?
I don't really know that anything really improves anything retroactively.
I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. For you.
Opinion.
Oh, no. Well, wait a minute. You didn't say for me. You said you said blanket statement.
You say something.
You said blanket statement.
For me?
No, but you just said I don't think it does. So when you say it, like when you say for me, I don't think it doesn't affect me that way retroactively. Then I say, okay, that's fine.
Wait, anything I say is for
that's anything. Me. So everything that you say, no matter. No, I don't agree with that either. All right, listen. Unfortunately, I don't have time to argue. We have 2 minutes, and you're killing me here. Okay. Stephanie, yes, we did that run. Crystal, thank you. Marcus M. Roxy, have you watched the Supercell show?
That's how they spell my name at Starbucks.
Oh, that's hilarious.
No, I have not.
Okay. Doug, guys, beat Roca. I'm going to get an update from Luke in a second before Roxy leaves and tell you exactly what Roxy's at.
Ooh, there it is.
Support. Crystal, support. More support from Crystal.
Hell yeah, Crystal. Hell yeah, Crystal.
Okay.
Doctor Who, watch longs to come.
Coming in crazy here too. Exactly. You'll be careful. That's a long commitment. You won't even see on this show because you'll be watching Doctor Who for the rest of your career.
It's 80-year commitment.
It is indeed. All right. Ryan S. Flew to India over the weekend to see Billy Joel and Sting in concert with my parents. Great concert. What's the best concert you've gone to? Guns N' Roses at Dodger Stadium. It's amazing.
Damn, that's so cool. The Foo Fighters tribute concert was really unbelievable that Ellis took me to. He's the best. It's hard to not say like the Coachella that Chili Peppers played at. Yeah, there's been a lot. Some with my dad where I'm backstage had been so effing cool.
Yeah, I went to a good one with my dad when I was younger. I went to the Rolling Stones at in Tampa. It was really great. John Brady.
Concert? Oh, go ahead.
What, my first concert?
Yeah.
Bryan Adams and Def Leppard at Madison Square Garden.
How old were you?
11, something like that.
Who took you to that?
My dad got me tickets for it.
Bryan Adams and Def Leppard were on the. Did Bryan Adams open for Def Leppard?
It was like a joint thing. They were just like some radio thing.
That's unreal.
It was great. John Brady, Captain America makes 80 million opening weekend. Over by a little. I went by a little. I mean, like if it makes like 81 to 85, I think.
Yeah, I think right around there. I think over. I'll take the over on that also.
Take the over. All right, Rox Crystal coming in. You jump off when you have to jump off because I'm gonna have to.
I have 5 minutes.
Okay. There's a lot of support here.
So accommodating.
I know you are. Armada, what will we see next? For next John Wick movie or Bourne? John Wick. You'll get another John Wick before you get a Bourne movie.
I think so too, but I love the Bourne franchise.
Me too. Love them. It just takes a while to make those for some reason. Support for Roxy. Great show. Thank you. Evil John Madden. Are you as sick as most of us are when people say they're offended by content like movies, songs, stand-up, listening to Meatloaf? Songs 2 out of 3 ain't bad, and Paradise by the Dashboard Light are perfect for canceling. I haven't listened to those songs in a while, but if coming from you, Evil John Madden, you probably
you know all the stuff. I've heard this too. Like my favorite artist, Bruce, but he says, "Hey, little girl, is your daddy home? Did he go and leave you all alone?" And it's kind of like, what are we talking about here? Sometimes that'll happen, but no, I don't know anybody who actually gets offended. Oh no, there was the group of people got offended by really can't stay, baby. It's cold outside.
Oh my God, that drove me nuts.
Wait, I told me about this week, and she was like, if anything, she was coming on to him, and I was like, canceled, Graham.
Best. All right. Odds how fast Taskmaster bites it in Thunderbolts. You think? I don't know. I'm not sure. I haven't seen the trailer, so I don't know. I don't want to. Yeah.
I put it at 50-50.
50-50. PLD. I was signed in as this channel and almost super chatted. Oh, you bastard. Roka would have had a fit here for Roxy. It would have been hilarious if super chat from my account. Tashronin 9101. Just wanted to keep the show going. Thank you for the love you've given through the show and community. Best picture predictions. I'm gonna still say The Brutalist wins. Although if it was me, I would vote. I mean, out of the two, I mean, obviously would vote for Dune. But if it's between those two, I would vote for Nora over The Brutalist.
I hope Wicked wins, and I've stood by hoping that Wicked wins.
Yeah, I want Dune. I'm hoping Dune wins, but there's no chance.
Think The Brutalist is going to win.
I think so too. And I
haven't even seen it.
First half is amazing. Adrian Brody should win Best Actor. The director did a great job. Music is wonderful. Cinematography is amazing. Second half is way weaker than the first.
And I don't know anything about this except for the fact that it's a Holocaust movie. So are you upset with the part where they got freed?
It's not a Holocaust movie.
Okay. Wait, it's not a Holocaust movie?
No, it's not. He survived it.
It's not a World War II movie? Oh.
No, it's not. He survived it.
A post-Holocaust movie.
Yeah, it's about his.
Because imagine me thinking that this was a Holocaust movie and you saying that the first half is good.
Right. Once they got out. Yeah, right. Rodolfo Roca. Hey, Roxy, are you guys watching Paradise and what do you think?
Oh, no, this is a Hulu show, right?
Yes,
I haven't seen this yet. I've actually not heard that much about it, but the couple of people that I've seen tweet about it or Blue Sky about it say that it's really good. You let me know.
All right. Stephanie, Roxy, have you seen Dochi's Tiny Desk concert?
Obviously. I love Dochi.
Yeah. There's a lot of another Crystal 2.0. Crystals assemble for Roxy. A lot of crystals. Oh my God.
Crystals another for crystal. Life.
2 crystals.
We got a
couple left here. Scott B. Dune 2 improved Dune 1 for me. I understood more. Yeah, it's one big movie.
Are we going to acknowledge how you said 1 or no?
What? Dune 1.
Dune 2 improved Dune 1 for me.
Dune 1, it's true. All right. So Roxy, that was the last one. This one here. So currently, no, this is not the last one. Evil John Madden throwing in another one. Do co-hosts get bonuses if they have the most super chats? Yes. On their super chats, make the most money. No. What if someone's hold on. If they have the most,
get the most amount.
Oh no. It's so someone for 150, but another day someone said no. It's for the collective in general. The person who wins the week gets the bonus.
That's why Crystal does what she does.
That's why Crystal does what she does. Yes, and that's why it counts. Because if Crystal wanted to, if she put in like 100 of these things today, she could have asked 100 questions. That's why we say those are in there. So right now, wait, another one came in. We did, but right now,
Crystal support.
Do you want to know what your number is? Say guess. Roko's at 170. Roko's one. Roku was 170.
I'm feeling way too cocky. Knock me off my pedestal.
What Roku was 175. So what do you think yours is?
Crystal.
What do you think yours was? Do you want to guess?
You know I can see.
No, you can't. That's actually not the right number.
Oh, I'm hoping we hit 2.
You're at 204 right now. I don't know how the hell. This is the second time that you did this. The second time that you did this. 204.
Kristian, do you think that they like me?
I think Crystal likes you.
Very much. My head has gotten way too big.
This is.
I have never been liked in my life.
3. You could potentially win 3 in a row, and you knocked Roka off again, who had an amazing day yesterday, and you just knocked him off again. Oh wait, just kidding. Alex. Oh my God, Roxy, I just got the Disney World version of your Daisy sweater. Would have much preferred it to be from Disneyland, though.
I have 2 of these. And the best part is that I got them for 50% off. So they were like reasonably priced.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. All right.
Guys,
so
my shit doesn't stink.
Well, look, hey, listen now. Because you have okay, calm now.
I can't.
Look at PLD. I've never been happier. So what I will tell you is that look, Roxy, has been crushing. We do. Thank you, Laura.
Fun!
Yeah, and two. I mean, if you remember, it's only been an hour and a half. If you had an extra half an hour, you probably could break your record.
Well, you might. So are you?
It would count if no. I'll stick around for if you jump off. If there's any more questions in here,
sending them into him, guys.
I'll stick around and then I'll tell you what the final tally is. But I will let them know. And then I am Jack said we didn't even bust out the red. Yeah, it's true. Roxy, what's the
red?
Your lipstick.
Oh.
Yeah. So why don't you? Oh, they're still now they want you to break the record. So no one's ever hit 300, but we'll say. Oh, we got some more here.
It might be my future. We don't know.
All right, let's see. And let's see, next one. Jack, is Night Agent the one with Tom Hiddleston? That's hilarious.
No.
That's an inside joke. Okay, Roxy, where can they find you?
Everywhere at Roxy Stryer. And that's what I'll tell you guys about all my projects.
All right, 214.
Thank you guys so much. No joke. I know I'm kidding and whatever right now, but it's really cool when you guys send in support and it makes me feel really good. So thank you so much.
I mean, remember, you were coming from there was like 10 weeks in a row where you were the only one who never won. Now you're approaching your third straight week in a row.
It's nice.
So we'll see. We'll see if you can do it. All right, Roxy, I'll see you later. Thanks for coming in here. All right, bye-bye. Okay. So Roxy is set up here. Good chance here. I'm not going to stay on too long because, like I said, I want to be fair to everybody else too. But if you have any other questions you want to throw in there to me, yes, it will still hold to Roxy's total. We have a lot of stuff going on in the channel right now. If you want to join Patreon, you want to join membership, you can do that, and you will get the reactions, the full reactions, and all that. We're going to be putting out the Ant-Man reaction today. We'll be putting that out. Ant-Man and the Wasp, rather. We are going to do, and we have a lot of great stuff. We got the Captain America reaction. It's coming out. That'll be tonight. Get the review for Captain America. That'll be coming out tomorrow. So thanks for joining me here today. I really appreciate it. Thank you to Crystal and everybody else who supported today, as we are now coming up to around 2:15. I guess a little bit more. Luke's going to give me the update in just a second, but it looks like quite a lot today. So thank you guys. And again, I feel like there's another one. Tetrona 9101, Bob Dylan versus the Doors. So different. I always look at, it's so different. I love them both. I love the Doors more, but Bob Dylan's a poet, man. And this was Jim Morrison in different ways. Personally, the Doors for me, but Dylan obviously had a way longer career. Bobby Jackson, Friday's show could still win due to the Captain America discussion. That's not untrue. Very well. It is very, very true. You never count the Capes and Cowls guys out. You never count Steph out. Mike, you count out. You just never count out Steph, and you never count out the Capes and Cowls. Especially with the fact that once we have this big number and we put up the thumbnail and everything too, people can come in and chime in, and they want to push them over to see who can get the win. There you go. I am Jax 12. Endgame Saturday, calling off the whole weekend if so. No. And I'll tell you, because I'm going out of town, and one of the things that I want to make sure that I have is enough material for you guys for next week. Roka's taking over the show on Monday with Roxy. I got to find, and Roka's going to be doing the show on Tuesday. Wednesday, I'm going to be posting my interview with Joe Manganiello. Tuesday, you will also get the Endgame reaction. Friday, you'll probably get the first Spider-Man, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. We're going to take, after Endgame, we're taking a break from the MCU. We're going into Spider-Man movies for obvious reasons. And then I'll probably have another Squid Game up, I hope. So yeah, no Endgame on Saturday. Crystal, thank you, Kristian. Love your shows, even Rokas. Thank you, Crystal. You were incredible. You were one of the superstars of Tuesday, obviously. Sorry, Mike. Don't be mad at me on Thursday. Yeah, I'm sure I can't wait to tune in on Thursday alone just to see how Mike's going to react to this. Tetrona 9101. Any predictions for Brave New World box office total? 550 total. Trey Parker. What's up, Trey? Does the Daisy Ridley thing count to not having much success outside of Star Wars? Maybe. And I don't know if it's a matter of success, because success, she's been in critically acclaimed things and her performances have been successful. It's a matter of the big IPs and stuff she hasn't been part of, so it hasn't like caught on past that. She hasn't had like the big huge roles, that have made a lot of big box office to get more of the exposure. Crystal, Sam's reactions are amazing. Just have to say, they really are. She's incredible. Bobby Jackson, will Sam question why you're showing her Toby Spider-Man? No, because I already told her, because that was the reason why I'm showing her after Endgame. If I was showing her Toby and Andrew's Spider-Man right before No Way Home, then maybe. But now she'll just feel like we're just taking a break. She won't know. Support for Roxy. Crystal throwing in some more. All right, let me tell you what the total is right now. Luke's going to give me an update on it, and we'll see, because I think the overall record is like 230 something. I think that's what the record is. I think that's what it was last week. I can't remember. I have to look. I got to find that stat guy again. The guy was so good. He did all the stats for everybody who's won and all that. So I'll have the full number of what it was. Oh shoot, I did have that picture for Roxy. Whatever. Is there another? Let me see if I get that update from Roxy. 242 is the record. 242. And I don't think we're gonna hit that right now. Okay. Oh, the Crow. Oh, has she been on the Crown this time in support? You know what I can ask you guys while we're still here? What movies that I didn't announce that I was bringing up before, would you want me to ask Sam if she's seen? And then we can see, if she's seen those movies. And I'll put it in there. I'll ask her right now, and I'll see, because I'm very curious. Yeah, I think it already has hit it. And Ed, and you guys don't see real time. So let me check. Because I think he was just letting me know that we are potentially going to hit 100,000 for Infinity War that we just put out. We're at exactly 100. So thank you guys for the support on that one. I really appreciate that very much. So, Logan, we did already, Stephanie. That was the first movie reaction we ever did together. Was Logan. Inception's on there. We have that on the list. Lord of the Rings is on there. The Town. Oh, that's a good one. Let me see if she's seen The Town. Let's say, yeah, I'll ask all these. The Town. Has she seen? All right. Fans are asking if you have seen these movies. The Town. Okay. Let's see if she's seen The Town. Okay. The Town is a good one. Jackie Brown, maybe. You can remember, it's got to be ones that people would really click in on. Jake S. Sorry, I didn't know you didn't watch the Thunderbolts. That's okay. Otherwise, I wouldn't have sent the Taskmaster up. That's okay. You would assume that I would have watched it, so that one's not. That's totally fine. Infinity War reaction 100K already. Let's go. Yeah, we hit it. We hit it. I'm excited about that. People were really tuning into it. Let's see. What was the other one? The Town. Inglourious Basterds is on the list. Let's see if she has seen The Town. She didn't respond to me yet. All right, I have to double check. Okay. Clerks is a good one. She's had to have seen Clerks. I'm going to ask her if she's seen Clerks or Mallrats. Let's see. She's seen The Town. Okay. The Town she's seen. It's so funny. Like that she hasn't seen like some of the classic movies. The Town. She's like, I've seen The Town. That's more up her alley though, too, I think. All right. Tropic Thunder she saw. Shawshank, Shutter. I guarantee you I bet you she hasn't seen Shutter Island. Shutter Island. She's never saw Mallrats. So maybe that's one. Okay. All right. So those are good ones. We'll find them. Patty Boy must have just come into the show. He said, "Where's Roxy?" Hilarious. Slurks. Did I write Slurks? Oops. Clerks, not Slurks. Okay. So unbelievable that Roxy almost did it again at 2:30 today. So thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. This was a fun show at 2:21 or no, what is it now? 2:33. Excuse me, 2:33. She never saw Clerks. Okay. So she never saw Clerks, never saw Mallrats. Tons of shit in there. Oh, there's another one from Crystal. Crystal, you're gonna make it unreachable for Roxy again. Indiana Jones, you had to have seen the Indiana Jones movies. She had to have seen the Indiana Jones movies. That's a great question, though. Thank you for asking that question. Had to have seen the Indiana Jones movies. Okay, Memento is a good one. I'm going to put that. No, she did not. I know she hasn't seen Memento. I actually asked her about that, so I'm going to put that on there. Thank you for reminding me. Memento. I know she hasn't seen that. I asked her about that. What was the other one that we just said? Indiana Jones. Let's see. She had to have seen Indiana Jones. I'd be so shocked if she never saw Indiana Jones. Yeah. Let's see. Shutter Island, I think, but I have to see what it is. I don't really recall if I've seen it. And yes, to Indiana Jones. Okay. Yeah, I figured. Okay. I knew she saw Indy, but yeah, worth watching. Eternal Sunshine was on there. Uncut Gems, it's just no way she's seen Uncut Gems. I'll put that in there. There's no way. I'm not even going to ask her because I know she hasn't seen that. There's some of these movies she hasn't even heard of. Vanilla Sky. I'm going to put them on the list and I'll ask. Vanilla Sky, great ones. Great choice. I see now we're doing I like what we're doing here, guys. Vanilla Sky. What was the other one? Magnolia. And I wonder if she had to have seen Boogie Nights, right? I'm going to put Boogie Nights on there, but I guarantee you she's seen Boogie Nights. She had to have seen Boogie Nights. I'll put that on there. Okay. I think that's good. Truman Show. Truman Show is a good one. Truman Show. She had to have seen Truman Show, but I'm just going to put it on there anyway. Spider-Verse movies are on there already. The Snyderverse movies are on there. Princess Bride. She's seen that. She's definitely seen that. Okay. Those are good ones for now. All right. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really, really appreciate it. And then right now, it looks like we are at 238, right? Luke, is that what we got? 238? Luke's going to let me know in just a moment. And then 239. All right. 239. But I actually think it's 242 with the memberships that we added too. So, and that counts because they get questions. All right. Thank you guys for joining us here today. We really appreciate you. We'll see you on the flip side. And that's it. So we'll be back here. We won't be back tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow, I'm recording my Joe Manganiello thing. I might do an episode by myself tomorrow. I might. But it'll be just me, my lonesome, and it won't be at the regular time. It'll either be earlier or later. So, or I might not even do a show tomorrow. But Thursday we'll definitely have a show. Friday we'll have a show. All next week we'll have shows. And then look for my Captain America today. Probably going to just let the Captain America non-spoiler review sit tomorrow instead of doing a show. So be on the lookout for that. Thanks for being here, guys. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you. And we'll see you on the flip side. Bye-bye.